Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I did a video earlier about how certain guys try to manufacture attraction when it comes to women, right? And the thing is, one of the main reasons why guys do that is because they're insecure and they have low self-esteem, right? And so it had me thinking about, like, a lot of guys out here in the game. What I notice is that because they have low self-esteem and they do a lot of trickery and manipulation to get women, what happens is the woman ends up gravitating to that, and she's gravitating to that because she is extremely insecure. So what happens is that when a guy is, doing all this manipulation and whatever, he draws in women who are really insecure, and he influences women to remain insecure. You understand? And so what happens is that when you're doing a whole bunch of trickery and gimmicks and, all of this other nonsense, what you're doing is you are sort of like co-signing her insecurity, and you're helping to bring that out. Right? Now, some of you guys might be like, who gives a fuck? You feel what I'm saying? Because you're like, look, I'm just trying to fuck this chick. Whatever I can say and do to get her drawers off, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just hit the pussy, and I'm going to keep that shit pushing, right? Now, I understand guys have that perspective, right? But what you got to understand is that because you are on that insecure shit, you're going to be drawing women who are insecure. And at the end of the day, a lot of times what's going to happen is that's going to fuck you up in the end. You understand? Like, think about this. You ever notice when you watch a movie, let's say you watch a movie with like a bad guy, you understand? He's like, I guess, the villain or whatever. And he, has some henchmen, right? So, I remember I was watching, I forgot which movie it was, but it basically was a bad guy and some henchmen. And I said to myself, what would make these henchmen do what they do for this bad guy? You understand? We know the bad guy's the bad guy, but what would make the henchmen want to fuck with this guy? And usually it's because he's paying them, but even beyond that, it's like, you're a henchman. You're actually doing fucked up shit with this other person who's on some fucked up shit. But then it hit me. I'm like, okay, well, that's probably what connects them. It's like the main guy, the main bad guy is fucked up, and the henchmen are also fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? And so what happens is that you're going to attract the insecure chicks because you're also insecure. You understand? Now, a lot of guys will say, well, chicks are insecure anyway, right? But see, there's levels to this shit, because chicks usually will have an insecurity about something, but when you are doing the trickery and the gimmicks, you attract the extremely insecure women to the point of the ones who have like serious mental issues. You understand what I'm saying? So even when we go back to this, thing about, let's say, the example of the bad guy and the henchman, if you guys remember, I think it was the Dark Knight movie, the one with the Joker, and Heath Ledger was the Joker. And remember in the opening scene where him and his henchmen are, I think, robbing the bank or some shit, and then so the dude, one of the henchmen, would open the thing off the safe, get the money or whatever, and then the other henchman would shoot him. And then it was like, so they were basically like just turning on each other. That was the protocol, like, okay, we're going to get this, and then I'm going to fuck you up, and then the Joker's going to fuck up the rest of them or whatever. And it's like, this is what happens when you are indulging in the insecurity. So you're like, look, I'm going to get this pussy. But at the same time, what you're doing is you are indulging in a situation where you are attracting, you understand, the type of people who will probably fuck you up in the end because they are on that certain vibration. You understand? They're at that low level of shit. You feel what I'm saying? The same way those henchmen is on some low level shit where they'll just shoot the next guy that they're supposed to be working with. The chick that you're trying to fuck with will end up fucking your shit up because of her insecurity also. You understand what I'm saying? So you're just drawing more of that bullshit into your situation. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of guys, because they are insecure, they're going to do a bunch of trickery and gimmicks and all that other stuff, which, again, is going to allow more of those insecure women to be attracted to them. Because let's say you even have a guy who he thinks, for example, a lot of guys think, well, in order to get a girl, You know, I gotta be an asshole. I gotta be a dickhead. I gotta be a fucking, you know, jerk and shit to this chick in order to get her to want to fuck with me, or in order to get her chasing me, or whatever it is, right? So what happens is when you're being an asshole and you're being a dick and a chick continues to keep fucking with you, right? That means she has issues. But you also have issues too, which is why you're doing that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all just two people with issues coming together. You understand? But see, what happens is, the reason why you are influencing her to, you know, keep having that low self-esteem and be insecure is because you are coming at her with tactics and manipulation and shit to try to get her with your bullshit. And the reason why you're doing that, again, is because you are also insecure. You see what I'm saying? See, and the thing is this, because you want sex so bad, you're willing to do any and everything to get it, even at the expense of your own self-esteem, and even at the expense of influencing this chick to be on some bullshit with you. Right? See, when you get to a different level of the game, right? What's going to happen is this, is that you're going to want to deal with higher quality women. But see, in order for you to get the higher quality women, you have to be higher quality yourself, right? So what happens is you have to build yourself up first, and then therefore you'll be able to build up the chick. See, the thing is, when you're going beyond sex, right? So I'll use myself as an example, right? The reason why I'm at where I'm at now, you understand, as far as my success in my business and all this other stuff, and my purpose and making shit pop off, has part to do with what I instilled in my wife. You feel what I'm saying? But see, I had to have confidence. I had to have a high self-esteem in order to influence her to also recognize her greatness, so that she could have that high self-esteem, which in turn helps me be on my purpose. You understand? Helps me with what I'm trying to do. You understand? So if you're just trying to get a nut, right, then you're going to do as much goofy shit to get the nut. But at the same time, what you're doing is that you're continuing to keep yourself in that low vibration, in that low self-esteem, and you're also continuing to have that girl or the girls that you're trying to deal with in that same level, at that same level. But when you level up, when you say, listen, I'm here, I'm at this point, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And so the chicks that I'm fucking with gotta be here with me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to do great fucking things. Right? But you can't do those great fucking things first if you don't see it within yourself. Right? And what's gonna happen is, when you do see it within yourself, when you do see that greatness within you, right? Then what's going to happen is you're going to get better women. Then you don't got to do goofy shit. You don't got to do goofy tactics and manipulation and all this other stuff, right? Because you're going to just be attracting higher quality women because you became that high quality guy. You understand? Actually, my new Bad Boy membership program is basically about this. I'm going to drop it probably in the next day or two, where I'm talking about 3 steps on how to actually get higher quality women in your life. But see, the thing is, you have to understand is that the chick that you're dealing with is a reflection of you. So if you are on this goofy trickery shit and all this manipulation shit because of your insecurity, you're just going to attract a woman who's also going to be on some manipulation shit, who is also just as insecure as you. Because this is the thing. When you have confidence and when you have self-esteem, there are certain things that you won't tolerate. And the same goes for women. This is why some of the trickery and the gimmicks and the bullshit you try to do doesn't work on certain women, because those women that you try that on, some of them aren't for the fuckery. Some of them don't have self-esteem that's that low. Some of them are going to be like, man, this guy's on some bullshit. I'm out. I'm good. Right? But if you're doing that trickery and that fuckery, what's going to happen is that you're going to, you'll attract some women, but you're attracting the lower quality women. A lot of you guys who are scared of, I always get this thing where guys will be like, yo, I'm scared to deal with girls because, all this Me Too stuff, and girls are going to, say you sexually harass them, and, girls are going to, like, do false rape accusations and all that. You know who usually does those things? Usually it's the women who are super insecure and who have low self-esteem. The girls who are super wishy-washy and all this other stuff, those are the ones who say that type of shit. You understand? A high-quality woman's not gonna, if you're on some high-quality shit, she's on some high-quality shit, you ain't gotta really worry about shit like that. You understand? But because you're being manipulative and tricky and all this other stuff, that's the type of shit you gotta worry about. You see what I'm saying? This is why I stress for guys to be authentic. This is why I stress for guys to be masculine, for guys to be leaders, for guys to understand who the fuck they are. Because the thing is that, there's so many different ways to make certain things happen. So, for example, we're talking about getting money, right? There's so many different ways to get money, right? You can get money by, getting a job, working for your money, or building your own business. Or you can get money by robbing banks and robbing people in the street. Right? So there's all these different ways to get money, but what's going to be more sustainable in the long run? You understand? And so I say that to say this, is that, yeah, you can get pussy however the fuck you want. You understand? What's more sustainable? You being on some super goofy, gimmicky type shit? Or you just being real with yourself, understanding your value, and then attracting valuable women to you? You understand? The choice is yours.
Click the link below to get the ebook 60-Second Game. In this book, you'll learn how your confidence, verbal communication skills, appearance, response to rejection, and honesty can affect your game. Click the link below to get your copy today.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.